Bald head hoe shit, bald head hoe shit. Get it, bitch, bald head hoe shit. And I'm back with another video. I'm here with my sister Kaya. Hello. And we're gonna do a review of the Cuties movie that caused a lot of controversy on Twitter and everywhere. Everybody's trying to cancel Netflix and all of that stuff. So yeah, if you want to hear our opinions on the movie, then stay tuned. Okay, so we watched the movie, and what I will say is what everyone thinks the movie is about is totally, it's so loud outside, it's totally not what the movie is about. And I'm almost like, I think you kind of can't be mad how they market the video, but at the same time I get why they did that. But that one little scene that was going viral on Twitter and everybody was mad about girls like dancing too sexual and stuff, like that literally wasn't even like the main part of the movie, I think. So let's just tell you, so fair warning, if you haven't watched the movie yet, then don't watch this. I'll give you time to exit off the video. Okay, cool. So basically what the movie is about is, I'm assuming they're like an African family. The lead character, her name is Ami. It's like spelled like Amy, but they pronounce it Ami. And basically like, they just moved to wherever part, I think they were like, I don't know where they were, but they just moved, and they're like I wouldn't say they're poverty, but they're like poor. I think they're staying in projects. And so it's her mom, her little brother, and then she has like a baby brother. And they moved to like the projects, and then her dad is back in Senegal or whatever, and basically they're waiting the arrival of her dad. And then eventually they find out that her dad married or took in like another wife, and so the dad was coming to meet them wherever they moved with his new wife. And it's pretty much, that's like the basis of the story, I guess, or whatever. So what happens is, so you know, she's going to a new school, and she has no friends, and so she's like going around, like not going around, but like I feel like she was trying to find herself. She's like 11.
Yeah, she's like 11, and you know how like she just was just trying to find a place that like, and also she's Muslim, so that's also a big part of it. Because
are you sure she's Muslim?
Well, she was, yeah, because they had hijabs. And
I mean, I just want you to be politically correct. I don't know.
Okay, well, she obviously was a part of,
she's very religious.
Yes, and very conservative, like a very conservative religion, because she, you know, she went to church, wore hijab, whatever. And then she eventually becomes fascinated with these girls.
Yeah, like the cool girls at her school. And I guess like most new kids do that. Like when you're new to a school, you kind of gravitate towards the popular kids because you don't want to be the loser or whatever of the school. And so I think one of the girls actually lives in her building, and so she's like following her, and then all the other stuff. So basically, to bring it back to the trailer for the show, the girls that she wanted to be friends with, they were dancers. They had a little dance crew or whatever. The funny thing about this to me, the moves that y'all saw them doing in that trailer was all Ami. It wasn't even them girls. Ami was fast. Like, I mean, not like, well, I think Ami was trying to find herself, and so she was doing like rebelling. She was doing things, and that's when I kind of started to like not relate, because, but okay, so for example, she was mad at her dad for getting another wife, and she saw the toll it took on her mom because her mom was very upset, but because of their religion, I guess their culture, she had to accept the second wife. And they had like a whole nother room in the house that was like closed off that nobody could be in. Like Ame couldn't even have her own room. She had to share a room with her brother because they was preparing that room for her father and his second wife. Like, Lord, like I can only, like, you know. So anyways, so then like, so because she was mad at her father, she started rebelling, and that's when she was like, okay, I want to go hang out with the popular girls, and I want to get attention from boys, and I want to do whatever. So what she did was basically the stuff that she saw like on YouTube, on social media, the same thing girls go through now. I feel like I resonated because like I remember when I was her age, my parents were getting divorced, and so granted I didn't go out and just be a hoe. I became a bully, and I would bully people at school because I was mad about what was going on at home. Like, that's how I rebelled. I'm not proud of it. Sorry if I bullied you in school, but I'm just saying, like, that's because I didn't know how to, I guess, place my emotions. I had a lot of misplaced anger and stuff. I would take it out on people at school. But Aunt May decided she wanted to become a dancer and do grown-up stuff that she saw on the internet. Like, I don't want to tell all, well, no, we can tell it because, I mean, whatever.
It's our
so, yeah, so, for one instance, she stole her phone. She stole her uncle's phone so that she could post on, like, I guess, like, their version of Instagram. And she, like, kind of became, like, I guess, addicted to it because she wanted people to like her, right? Y'all, she, like, literally took a picture of her private part and posted it on the internet. Like, literally, me and Kaya was sitting there like this.
Like,
at least for a good 5, 10 minutes. Because it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. What was the first thing that she did that made us drop? Oh, okay. So, when her uncle found out that she stole his phone, she thought that she could seduce her uncle to, I guess, let her keep the phone. So she started taking off her clothes. And he was like, what are you doing? Like, you know, so they're fighting or whatever. She bites him, runs in the restroom. And then she takes a picture of her private part before she gives the phone and posted it on her Instagram before she gives the phone back to her uncle. And I'm thinking she about to set him up or something for like child pornography or something. Keep in mind, she's only 11. Like, you know, and it's honestly, and I'll be completely honest with you, like, I know some 11-year-olds who are just as fast. Like, who, I mean, it's like you think about it in today's culture, like, all they see is like the fake bodies and stuff on Instagram. Everybody showing tight clothes, showing their butts, getting implants and stuff. Like, and then especially with being a brown skin girl or a dark skin girl or an African girl or a girl with kinky hair, like, a lot of people don't see that on not on TV, but like, it's not like if you search beauty on the internet, that's not gonna be the first thing that pops up. And I know that they were like trying to go against like another dance crew who were like older girls in high school. So they thought that we need to be more sexy so we can get noticed. We need to be more grown up so people don't know that we're 11 and blah blah. So she was just doing what she saw people older doing on the internet. So it's like, I understood why she did it, but I just can't believe she did it, you know? And so, yeah, when she was, after she like posted like her private parts or whatever, she almost tried to kill a girl. She puts a girl in the lake. Like, she was just freaking out.
She, like, even at school, like, she started like wearing like tight clothing, like crop
tops, 11 years old.
And she like went like up to the front because I think like her teacher called her and the guy like smacked her on the butt and she grabbed a pin and stabbed him.
That's what happened. She stabbed somebody. She put a private on the internet. And she tried to seduce her uncle, and she stole the phone.
And she pushed the girl.
And she pushed the girl in a lake. And thank God they had one of them little floaty things, or the girl would have drowned because she couldn't swim. But she pushed the girl in the lake so she could take her spot in the dance crew.
And it was just like all of this, but it also brought up like another point that I think is very relevant in today's society, where, you know, the whole WAP controversy. I'm pretty sure y'all watched her video on that. It's a funny video. Go watch it. People started like blaming Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. They're like, oh, well, y'all are corrupting our youth and y'all are doing this and doing that. And for me, I always was like, well, they're grown women, you know, doing what it is they want to do. As a parent, it is your job to filter what it is that your kids watch. You can't.
Yeah, and I think because her mom was so busy like being sad over what was going on in her marriage that she couldn't parent or give her the attention that she needed, so she went to the internet. She went to the fast girls at school. She went to the popular girls at school. And it's just like they was playing with condoms one scene.
Exactly.
Like all of that at 11?
At 11 years old. And it's just kind of one of those things where I know that like when we try to like, I guess, empathize with somebody, we're like, we compare ourselves. But another thing is that I never realized how impressionable like little kids are. Like I was talking to Keandra and I was like, well, when I was growing up, like my mom used to watch like the Kardashians all the time, but I never wanted to make a sex tape. But you know, we weren't in the same situations. Like I used to get influenced by a lot of stuff, like never like, you know, talking about condoms or anything like that, but being that beauty standard that is set, that you don't see a lot of black girls, you know, you don't see a lot of representation for dark-skinned girls, you know, for girls with kinky coily hair. You start trying to gravitate towards people that you think are cool, or gravitate towards influencers who like everyone's, you know, lusting after and all that types of stuff. And you're like, oh, if I want to get that attention because I'm not getting it at home, like you know, or like maybe like another thing was like in her mind was like, well, I don't want to ever go through this thing where like my dad gets a second, you know, my husband gets a second wife, you know, so maybe I have to be like this.
More sexy and more whatever. Y'all, there was one part of the video of the movie where I was dying laughing, and I don't think Kaya thought it was funny. But like, I guess they tried to like throw holy water on her to cast the demons out of her for being fast. And she started shaking like the demons was coming out, but she was really twerking. And I don't know if her mom and her mom's aunt like realized that's what she was doing, but it was funny as hell to me. Like, I don't think I laughed so hard. She was just like, but she was like really like twerking.
And she was like, she literally got on the floor and started breaking
twerking.
Her back.
And I was like, this girl is nuts.
Yes.
She's wild.
Yes.
And so then at the end, you know, they finally get to like the little competition or whatever, and that's the scene that's been circling around the internet. You know, you mean to tell me this bitch, they were on the stage, she stopped in the middle of the dance and just started crying and ran away. And that's why I was just like, literally, like the whole dancing aspect of it had nothing to do with the video. She was just battling demons, and she didn't know how to place her emotions. She had a lot of misplaced emotions. She was angry, and she was trying to use dance or being wild or fast or over sexualizing herself. Like, she was trying to use that to not think about the shit that was going on at home. But the people used that one dance scene to, I guess, promote the video. I mean, promote the movie, which was like genius. It's kind of like when the Kardashians, like for them, like all press is good press, even if it's bad or good. It was kind of like that with the movie, like, or kind of like even like when remember Tyler Perry had that Fall from Grace, and how everybody was talking about how bad the wigs were and the jump cuts and stuff. And because we talked about it so much, a lot of people watched it, and so they made a lot of money from it. That's the same thing I think happened with this movie. Like, we talked about Cuties so much, we had cancel Netflix trending, and everybody was trying to ban this movie, and then you watch the movie and it's not even about what I thought it was about. I thought it was gonna be like another dancing doll movie. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be like dancing dolls, and it was just girls over sexualizing themselves or whatever. Cause I'm sitting there thinking, like, how did they get away with this? How did they even let them in the competition? Like, how did they? I mean, I still don't really understand that, but like now I get why she was doing it, and it was just. But the dancing literally is only like 5% of the video of the movie. It literally has nothing to do with dance, and I think that's why I was disappointed. Not gonna lie, I thought like maybe they were gonna get a coach and they was gonna win the championship, like Bring It On or some shit. Definitely wasn't like that at all.
It brought up like an interesting thought process to me of like the normalization of over sexualizing ourselves in today's society. Because like because you know how like on TikTok when everyone's like talking about like Charlie, and they're talking about how like all teenagers are like wearing crop tops and stuff like that. Not like this is a new thing, but throwing it back on TikTok when you're like 13 and all this types of stuff. Like I was like, I mean, just
that's
like,
not new. Girls was dancing on dudes when I was 12. My first boy girl party was like in the 7th grade, and girls was dancing with dudes. I used to hate going to school dances because I didn't know how to twerk and I didn't know how to dance on a dude. To this day, I used to hate dancing on guys in college because to this day I still don't know how to twerk. That's just not how I was raised. Even though I was a dancer, but I was a cheerleader too, so everything is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But I don't know how to twerk. I can dance, but I can't twerk. And it's just like, but girls been doing that forever. Like I literally I know people who had kids when we were like 12. Like it just depends on your environment, who you're around, and what your parents allow and don't allow you to do.
And that's why I think it's more of an issue now, because we all have social media. Like lots of kids like have more access to like all this type of stuff. Like, this is nothing that's new. Like wasn't there like a thong trend where like everyone would like wear short stuff and like have low-rise jeans and then their thongs would be showing? Like, I
mean, that must have been for your age group though.
Like this is this is stuff that's like been happening for years, but now that everybody has technology and everyone's able to see it, that's another reason why I think that cancel culture is like so like
fake.
Yeah, because like everyone, like, you know, this, not saying that this stuff is okay, but it like now everybody has social media, so everyone has to voice their opinion on everything like that,
and we won't care next week.
Yeah. Literally.
We be mad for 3 days and we won't care next
cancel
week.
Culture is not real.
So yeah, but you have anything else to say about the movie? It was really short. I didn't like the way it ended at all. You never get to see the second wife from her daddy.
we never really understood
why it even ended.
Yeah,
like
why she was crying. Like, I mean, you could assume.
I think she was just fed up, and then she just finally let it out. Cause I'm one of those people too. Like when I'm mad, I kind of just let it build up. I let it build up, and it comes out the most random place. Like I could literally be sad about something, and then I'll be at work, and I just start crying in front of the kids, and they be like, "Miss Williams, what's wrong with you?" Like no, like for real, that happened like a week. Especially when I've been going through this breakup. Like it definitely happened like a week ago. But I'm saying like, so I get why she started crying. I just didn't get. And so it basically, so she comes back home. Like she runs back home after the competition. And she still has on like the crop top and her little dance outfit, and her mom's aunt is like, "What are you doing? Why are you dressed like this? Blah blah." And then her mom finally comes, is like, "Auntie, stop yelling at my daughter. Leave her alone." And then her mom looks at her and was like, "You don't have to go to the wedding if you don't want to." So she didn't go to the wedding. So she put on regular clothes and went outside and jumped rope with the kids in the neighborhood.
But I think that was symbolism, because before she went out, like, you know, I'm the artistic one, so I was like, but before she went out, it panned a video, not a video, but like an image of the dress that she was supposed to wear to the wedding, and then like the thoughty clothes, whatever. And instead of choosing either of those, she chose herself. Yeah, she chose herself, her regular clothes, and she went out and jumped rope. I guess I was supposed to show freedom, liberation. Like, I'm okay with being a kid, like, cause she looked good when she walked out. Like, she looked like an 11-year-old supposed to look.
Yeah. But
we didn't know if Yasmin was alive.
Yeah, I'm assuming she got out the lake.
I'm assuming.
Like, how you just push somebody in a lake? Like, what if she drowned? We don't even know. We don't know. We don't even know what her stepmom looked like.
Exactly. We don't know if like the Cuties, if they won, if they gonna jump her. I kind of want to see them jump her.
Yeah, they should have beat her up, because how you gonna push their other member out into the lake and then come sabotage their performance so they still don't win?
Exactly.
I hope they beat her up.
And like, she was like acting out like she picked random fights with girls older than her at school.
Like, she tried to fight this girl in high school and then got beat up. And then they pulled her pants down. She had on little ducky drawers. like how you think you're grown, but you got ducks on your drawers? Like, child, that movie was all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I don't know. You have anything else to say or add to it? Would you recommend it? Like, how many stars would you give it from 1 to 5?
I give it a 3.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 3. Like, it's not, okay, it depends on your humor. Because I laughed.
She loved it in the whole thing.
And Kaya didn't think it was funny.
I did not think it was funny. I thought it was very uncomfortable to watch.
I thought it was funny.
Because seeing like younger kids like over sexualize themselves or try to appeal
But
to
I think
older
also
people.
because I've worked with kids, and I know that they do that. Like, I work at a high school, so I see like girls, whole freshmen with their nose and their belly button pierced already. I'm like, who took you? My mama. Like, I see they talk about drinking and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that far fetched to me, because I worked with kids. I used to be a dance coach. Y'all know I used to coach majorette. So I've seen kids twerk. I've seen them do all of that. And I immediately thought about the dancing dolls at Coach D, because even they do some raunchy kind of stuff, but it's still kind of tasteful. Like, nah, that stuff on Cuties was, that wouldn't fly.
And it's like, basically, because I know lots of people have been trying to like, like ban shows are like over sexualizing teenagers. Like, there was a whole thing on Twitter where people were like, oh yeah, Netflix casts older people to play children so they can have sex scenes. Yeah, and it's like, it's uncomfortable to watch, but this happens like in real life. Like
Degrassi and all that crazy stuff used to happen on Degrassi, that happens in real life.
And like, I watched Euphoria, and literally stuff like that happens. Like,
I remember watching, I was like, y'all really got crackheads? And Kaya was like, that's normal.
That's normal. Like,
I didn't know we had crackheads when I was in high school. But
like, I've witnessed a drug deal happen right in front of me. I'm 18, by the way, but anyway. But like, all that stuff that was in Euphoria, like, that literally happens every day. It's just kind of, what's the word? Like, when you actually see it, like, on screen, it's like, dang, it is kind of bad, huh?
Yeah. But anyways, if y'all want to watch it, go right ahead. Like I said, I give it 3 stars too. It was entertaining, but it's basically, it just wasn't what they was making it seem like on Twitter. That's all I can really say about it. So you watch it, you be the judge. If you like this type of videos, don't forget to thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Kaya. Kaya, plug your channel and your social media.
Follow me on Instagram at Kaya_Williams, Twitter at DrinkAla with the Q, and my YouTube channel is just Kaya Williams.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye guys.